Mm. Okay. One minute. Okay, right. Uh, okay. Today we are going to discuss another scenario of in joints. Okay, and then I will close this joints concept. Okay. So there are, as I mentioned, right, we have a different scenarios actually. Okay, so that are different scenarios we need to understand now. Already we have discussed a few scenarios. Now let me discuss other scenarios. So this is very important. Okay, whenever if you want to do any kind of joints, in that case, right, you need to see how you can find the actual data. Okay, that also very important. Hmm? Let me open this Excel sheet where, yeah. Okay, if you take this example, right? Okay, what we have discussed. So based on the data, whatever we have, accordingly, it will generally the lookup table will be from the main table, it will scan entire data. One record, entire table it will scan. In case if there is in matches, then it will print the value. Otherwise, no. Similarly, only it is not scanning wherever we have a particular value, matching value. It will scan entire table. Okay. So same again, next line, it will scan entire table. Third value, it will scan entire table. Okay. So this is how it will work. Directly, what to save the time, what we do here is we will just check this particular data and we will get in entry what we do. Just what we do, whatever the matches we have, then we select those details and we'll give the output. But in the real time, actually, in backend, how it does when you run the query, for each record from the main table, the lookup table, right? Whatever we have here, it will scan entire. Scanning in the sense nothing but it will look up these tables. It matches with this table, whether the value is matching with with the value or not. Okay. If it is matches, then it will print the value. Otherwise, it will ignore and it will go for the next line. So like that, Anna, then there will be millions of record. How it does means, yes. So that is the reason only, right? We have a different databases. Why? Because mainly it look for performance. Earlier MySQL and for 1 million record, if you join the table, so different database, they will give you different timings. Okay. MySQL, they may give for 1 million 10 minutes, okay, 5 minutes. Similarly, a Teradata, it may give 3 minutes. But when it comes to the Snowflake, it may give in 2 minutes. And Hive also, it is 2 minutes. Something like that, you see some time differences, right? So backend, they have designed like that. Okay. So like this, it will work. Now, the other scenario, what I was going to tell here is, okay, in real time, in the interview purpose, they may ask this kind of question as well. Okay, and you need to uh, understand. Okay, so what I will do, yeah, and let me take this to, okay, and here sometimes to confuse you, okay, they will give you like this. Hmm? And this is a string null. Hmm? And here also, this is normal null, this is string null. Okay. Whenever you do string null, it will match. Okay. Hmm? Whenever you give a string null, this is string. Okay. That is the reason I mentioned in capital letter. Okay. Now what will happen when you perform this inner join? How many records you will get? Now the question. What we do generally, null we will ignore generally, right? But what will happen? It will give you the result actually. Null it will match. Okay. So now here how many records are there for inner join? Okay. Total 4 into 3. 12. 12 plus 1. Total for inner join 13 records you will get. Why? Because 1 to 3 times like this 4. 4 3 is a 12. 12 and this null it will match. Okay. So that also very important whether it is a string null or normal null. That also very important. So this is how you need to practice. So sometimes what they do another in another scenario, okay, in another scenario what they do, they will give you like this complete. They will give you like this. Now, how many records I'll get? They will try to confuse you. What we do? 1 1 matches, 1 1 matches, 1 1 matches, 4 records. Inner giant 4 records. Left outer 4 records. Something like this, we will confuse and will give wrong result. But we forgot for each record from the main table, it will scan entire table. It means what? 1 to 4, 1 to 4, 1 to 4, 4 4 just 16 records you will get. Here also 16 records. Here also 16 records. Here also 16 records. And cross join also same 16 records. So like that they will try to confuse. You should not confuse in interview. Okay. So this kind of scenarios they will ask. Okay. So you have to be very clear. Okay. They will mention here. This is a string null. Or sometimes they will give a question mark also to confuse. Okay. This is a normal null. Normal nulls, whenever you assign, it means, for example, I'll show you. Okay. Now you see for null and not null, what is the difference you see? Select. Now you see, I'll use length. Okay. Now I have given just null. Hmm? Now you just let me run this. See, you got the just null means there is nothing there. If I give this as a single quotation, now it treats string null. Now you will get length is 4. See, that is the difference. But when inserting the data, okay, Now I'll show you here whatever the data we have inserted right here. Okay. I will insert another value here. Okay. Now Rajoli, I'll give 10 here. Okay. Rajoli, I'll give normal null. But another Rajoli, I'll give a string null. Now you see, this is very, very important actually. Okay. Very, very important to identify. For another record, what I will do, I'll give just a space. One space I have given here. Okay. Now, you see, these nulls you see, and this null you see. This is in white letters, and this is just normal, right? So now this is a string null. Okay, this is a value actually. This is just null. It will not find any length. Now you see, I will give you length of what is this name? Area name. Area name. Comma. Length of area location from branches where area ID equal to 10. You see what I will do, I'll give here also area name. Uh, Area name comma and here area location. Now if I run this query, no need to panic actually. Area D. See? For actually area name, it is a null. Okay. So you get the null only because there is no value. It has given just a empty length. Means it is a zero length. But area location, it is a string null. So you got the length. Like this, you can identify. Okay. Now, if you see now, how I will identify. Okay. Now I have given, right? Now, not equal to null means, okay, not is null. Okay. Now, wherever I have a in the not null value, those will be printed. Those will be displayed. Is not null. Sorry, is not. Okay. You see, area name wherever you have, those will be printed. Okay. Now, is null. Okay. When you give is null, this will be printed. Only null values. Okay. Only area name you have a two nulls here. So these two got printed. So here for space also you see it has given one length. But generally you don't find anything by seeing what we understood, what we understand. So we will say it is empty. There is no data, but you have a space in that. Sometimes when you are joining the condition, you will not get is null. At that time, what you need to do, you have to use generally null. Okay, trim function. What is it? Trim will be removed spaces. So this is very important. Now you see here, I will give location. Okay, location, area location. Area location I have given is null. Now you will not get these two, but by seeing these are all null only. What do you see? You will not get anything because One record is a null, string null, another one is having with the space. Okay. Now you see is not null. I have given with the not null value. Now you just execute and see. You got all the data, you see. This null also you got, this null also. Now I will use a trim function here. If I use trim function, this particular record it will not display. This will display, this will not display. You just see. Trim what it does, it will remove the spaces. Okay, left and right. Oh, we got area norm location. Trim is not null. Oh, we should not get any area location. Okay, I have just given area. Oh, still anyway, it is not null. Why we want the data then? Trim is not null. Mhm. Why we Generally, we should not get any data. Is not null. I will have applied the trim. Mhm. Hmm. Why it is coming? Hmm. Why this is coming? Trim should work actually. Mhm. Yeah, trim, everything is there. Hmm. Area location. Area location. Hmm. Now we have space. So trim should work. Hmm. Let me try like this. We are getting value. I don't know why, but we need to. And each execution you will get query ID. Okay, this query ID also very important. Please remember this. This will help you at the time of time travel. Okay, this is very helpful at the time of each execution. Okay, it will give you the unique query ID. So now I have executed this query, right? I will show you. Okay, what is the unique ID? I don't know why it is failing me. Okay, this is what this is the ID. Now I will run again. Let's see what will be the query ID. See, for same query, but your query ID is different. So using this query ID, we can retrieve the data. We can apply the time travel. Okay, that also we will discuss. But this is something I'm surprised why I'm not getting. Hmm? Hmm, 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 hmm. Just give me a minute. Let me check. Give me 1 minute. Okay, let me share my screen. Hmm. Connect your Snowflake. Remove characters. The string you can just replace. Remove characters. Remove leading and trailing characters from the string. Hmm. Same, but why it is not working? Okay, was it? Generally, this should work, but now I got it actually. Hmm. This is asking like this. Now let me see. I'll get or not a result. No result. Then okay. Hmm. Okay. Yes. Sorry. Value replace one space comma. Hmm. Huh? Why this is giving completely different value? Okay, what is the length we have? Replace. One second. Now what I will do? I will use this. Trim off. Okay. Area ID. Area ID equal to 11. Okay. Now, okay, nothing we got it. After that, let me use length to see whether do I have a value. Okay. If I get 1, then trim is not working. If I don't get any value, then yeah, 0. Then trim is working. No. If it is trim is working, why it is not displaying here? Mhm. Trim is not. I think in where conditions it is not working, I guess. What I will do in that case, I will apply here. Now what I will do, I'll write on top of another page. Select start from, and then now let's see. I have applied already inside a, okay. I have applied already inside a trim function. Okay. And this I'll give as a, hmm, okay. Let me try now. Is now. But here when I apply this one, I'm not just maintaining 0 and is null. After that, I'm applying is null. Mhm. Mm. Area location 1. Area location 1. Mhm. Eh, what is this? Not getting data at all. Why? Mhm. No, with open bracket, close bracket, ABC has selected or ABC where area location ID and what happened with ABC? Okay, here we have written. Okay, so something here, I don't know why I'm not getting result, but we need to see some alternative way. Okay, so let's see. Okay, this one I will check and I'll get back to you. But this is something actually, when you perform a trim, what will happen? It will give you it will remove the empty spaces. Okay, and it will give you generally equal to null value. But let me see here. What I will do like this, I will. Okay, now whether I will get the data or not. Hmm. Now you got the data with empty actually. Okay, with empty. Something here, I got the data right here. You see with empty. Empty means what it does. It will remove the space and everything. Okay, it will give you now. If you just check length also, length. Yeah, that is what actually. It is not replacing with null. Now equal to 0. Even I will get like this also. So whatever I create, I have used with function, right? This with function is what we call CTE tables, CET tables, temporary tables. These are all okay. So what it does first, this query will execute and it will keep into ABC some temporary table, and then from ABC we pull the data. Okay. So this is also a very important topic that I will explain you in the next classes. Okay. Now this is kind of a view. Okay, but here this query it will not store anywhere. Okay, now we are going to discuss. We have a 4 minutes, so I'll cover view. Okay, view means what? Hmm? View. So we have completed all joins scenarios. Why I have not executed here? Because already we know how this inner join and outer join, full join, everything how it performs. We already know. So that is the reason what I have told, what I have shown you here is with example directly. That is what I have given you the details. So whenever if someone asks in interview questions, right, you should not forget all these types of scenarios. This is very, very important. Hmm? Okay. Now we are talking about view. View is nothing but, say, by name itself, you see view. View in the sense you are going to look, whatever you are going to look, you will be seeing that. Okay. In front of, if you have a light and sun, right, you can able to see that particular only. But in backend, whatever you have, you cannot able to see that, right? So the view also it's the same. Whatever the data, if you want to see, you can see only that particular data by using the view. How that will be possible means, see, I'll show you how it will be. So now I have a table. I have a here one table. I'll show you. Better I'll take with this small data, then I will show you. Student. Okay. I'll take the student table. Hmm, okay. Start from table. In this table, I have a okay these many columns: student ID, student name, student class, area ID. So if I want to display only student ID, student name, what I have to do? Select student ID, right? Student ID, comma, student name. I want to print only student ID, student table in this table. Okay. Now, every time you need to run with this query. Okay. To see the data. If you want to see the data, what you have to do? Every time you need to execute this query to see the data. Okay, that is fine. Okay, but I created one view, but Jakir, he is also my colleague. Okay, and now I executed this query, and then every day I'm executing this query. One day I was on leave, and our manager asked to execute that view, but he is not having a generally query. Then what to do? Again, I have to connect and I have to execute, or I have to forward that query to Zakir, right? So to avoid this, what we can do, we can create a view, okay? So that directly we can tell in phone itself, yes, execute this view. So that view will be stored under database. Okay, how that view means? So very simple actually. How it is very simple. You can just how you create a table. Similarly, create table name you give, right? What we do, create view name. How view name? Student table, right? This is what I will do to have a difference. I'll give v means my view table. So I need only these two columns. Okay, I will execute this. Failed. Why? Because this is a view, right? So you have to give as to. Okay. Now if you execute, you will get. Okay. Class will be closed in 1 minute. Okay. Please, we will connect tomorrow again. Select star from. I'll execute this. Now select star from view. You see, you will get only those particular two records. It will not create a table. It will not create anything. Okay. Just that query will be stored under view. Okay. You see, view under view. This